Vemos que tanto en Israel como en el Líbano existen temores de que la situación se pueda deteriorar y llegar a una guerra total que pueda tener consecuencias graves para ambos países. Pero, ¿qué es lo que vemos? Estuvo este ataque el pasado fin de semana en la ciudad drusa de Majdal Shams, en el norte de los Altos del Golán, una zona ocupada por Israel hace ya más de medio siglo. Ahí 12 niños y niñas entre 10 y 16 años perdieron la vida. Ahora llegó al lugar el primer ministro israelí Benjamin Netanyahu para asegurar a los familiares de estos pequeños que Israel tiene que reaccionar. Lo hará de forma grave y, eso sí, lo hará contra quienes Israel responsabiliza de esa acción, que es el movimiento pro-iraní Hezbollah. En Hezbollah niegan haber estado detrás de algo así, pero vemos que en Estados Unidos aseguran que el proyectil fue lanzado desde zonas controladas por Hezbollah en el sur del Líbano. Entonces vemos ahora, eso sí, que en la Casa Blanca se afirma que los temores de una guerra regional creen que están exagerados, piensan que se podrá impedir algo así. Pero mientras tanto vemos que existen preparativos. Por ejemplo, distintas compañías aéreas han decidido anular determinados vuelos, muy especialmente a Beirut, también algunos a Tel Aviv. Hay también países que aconsejan a sus ciudadanos en el Líbano a abandonar el país, y es que en el Líbano existen temores considerables de lo que puede ocurrir. Culpan de alguna manera a intereses extraños, intereses iraníes que están representados por Hezbollah, de llevar al país quizás a una situación catastrófica. Y eso sí, esperan que los ataques israelíes no sean contra centros poblados en el interior del Líbano. José Levi, CNN, Jerusalén.
New video shows Israeli strikes against Hezbollah targets deep inside Lebanon. Israel vowed that Hezbollah will pay the price, blaming the militant group for a deadly rocket attack that killed 12 children in the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights on Saturday.
There was a double drone strike in the south of Lebanon that killed 2 people. Hezbollah has acknowledged at least one of them was one of their fighters and injured 3 others, including a child. No reports yet of specific strikes. No, we understand that there was, Hezbollah said in revenge for that drone strike, that they fired tens of Katyusha rockets at an Israeli position on the other side of the border.
Residents of the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights village, Majdal Shams, berated far-right Israeli minister Bezalel Smotrich after the funeral of 12 children who died in a rocket attack the previous day. Smotrich was at the scene of the strike where the 12 children were killed. In video obtained by CNN, dozens of residents at the site of the attack can be heard shouting, "Leave from here, you criminal, you murderer."
I do want to bring you closer to the scene here because this is where you can see this crater right here is where that rocket actually struck. The Israeli military says that this was an Iranian-made rocket that they say is only in Hezbollah's arsenal. Hezbollah has denied responsibility for this attack, but the Israeli military says that they are clear that this was Hezbollah that carried out this attack. They say that the rocket was fired from a village in southern Lebanon, and they say that this was an Iranian rocket, that had a 50-kilo warhead attached to it. You can also see behind here there are bicycles. This scene is effectively frozen in time from the moment when this strike happened. And just to bring you over to this side, have my cameraman Hafsat pan around, you can see how close this is. That cinder block building right there is a safe space. That is where you rush to when you hear those sirens. And so just so devastating to see how close these children were to that shelter, but obviously with just a few seconds to be able to try and rush into there once they heard those sirens was simply not enough. And the result now, 12 people, according to the Israeli military, who are dead between the ages of 10 and 20, and an entire community here that is absolutely devastated. There have been fears, not only in Israel, but also in the U.S. government, that an incident like this, one with so many casualties, notably civilian casualties, and in this case, many of them being children, that an incident like this could potentially set off a very dangerous escalation, potentially lead to war. And that is certainly the question now, is whether or not the escalation, the response from Israel will be so severe that it could lead to that all-out conflict with Hezbollah, that all-out war with Hezbollah that so many have feared. At this hour, it is too premature to say whether or not that will happen. What is clear is that we've been hearing the sounds of jets buzzing above us. We are very close to the Lebanese border here. It is clear that the Israeli military will respond to this attack, which they say was carried out by Hezbollah. How severe that response will be will determine the course of things, will determine what the counter-reaction from Hezbollah will be, and will determine whether or not we are headed for a very dangerous and deadly path.
Today we also had an opportunity to speak to Lebanon's caretaker foreign minister, Abdullah Abu Habib, who told me that when it comes to Hezbollah, the Lebanese government is essentially helpless. But does the Lebanese government have the ability to control Hezbollah?
Let me see, the choices to us always is between bad and worse. And I don't think we can do it, let me be frank with you. But we always communicate with them. On my way here, somebody from their office called me, and we always talk with each other. Prime Minister, of course, the Speaker speaks with them all the time.
But do they listen to you?
They do. There is a lot of negotiation, give and take, and they listen. Would they listen to stop? No, because they started it in support of what's going on in Gaza. So I don't think they're going to listen.
And the foreign minister also said that if Israel does go to war, full-scale war against Hezbollah, it won't just be fighting Hezbollah, it will be fighting the Houthis in Yemen, various militias in Iraq and Syria, all of which could amount to essentially a massive regional war.